Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mariah. I'm here with a video. I asked my friends some questions that they're either too afraid or that they just like want to know about me. And a lot of them wanted to keep themselves anonymous. Only one of them like genuinely wanted me to like specific question about them. So I wrote down a bunch of questions that they asked. Don't mind my handwriting, it's horrid. But yeah, I just wrote down a bunch of questions that they wanted to know. The camera's a little crooked because my setup is not good right now. My camera is broken, so I'm on my phone, and my ring light, like, it's not on, and you're on a pile of like clothes. So yeah. Anyway, first question is what is the biggest impact that you want to leave on like in the world? And I'd say for me it would be like just making people happier, because I know a lot of people struggle with wanting to be happy, and so I would say that's like my biggest, like, I want to make people happy. No matter what I do, I just want to make people happy. So yeah. Next, when you're in public, what's one thing that you look at and you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna cry right now? I'd say when I see like at a restaurant, like at a, like, not like a McDonald's, but like at like Applebee's or like 99 or something, I see like kids and teenagers out with like their parents or grandparents, and either the kid is on their phone while the parent or grandparents just like sitting there like trying to talk and they're just not listening, or the opposite where the kids like just sitting there, their phones either on the table or on the seat next to them, and their parents are on the phone or grandparents are on the phone and like they're just not talking. That like genuinely makes me so sad when I see people like that. If you could move anywhere for free, where would you move? Okay, I have a couple of those. Honestly, I'd say I really want to go to Italy and I really want to go to Paris. But I also like love like Dominican Republic because I've been there, and like I really want to go to Puerto Rico. So I'd say out of all of those, I'd probably say either Italy or Puerto Rico is where I'd want to move because I love like all of that. So when and why did I last cry? Well, I can't say why yet. So when 2 nights ago. What is my love language? I'd say I love like communication and like physical touch, just like hugging or like that stuff, holding hands in public. Like that's like my favorite stuff. Or like just like communication and like talking and like giving letters and like that stuff. That's like my favorite like love languages. But I like all of them. I just say like those are my tops. What song do you want played at your funeral? Okay, I'm back. I hate filming on my phone. My storage ran out. We don't talk about that. Anyway, yeah, what song would you like to be played at your funeral? So, like I was saying, me and my friends talk about that, like, quite a bit, actually. And I want WAP to be played at my funeral because I want my friends to be busting it down. And when I'm there, I'm gonna be busting it down too, you know? Okay. One of my friends, Jaden, asked what my first impression was of her, and then how I truly feel about her. So my first impression of her was I saw her during our like 6th grade tour of like going into middle school, and I was like, oh, she's friends with like the kids that look like they're popular kids, like she's a popular kid. I was nowhere near that. especially in like 6th grade and stuff. And so I was just like, oh, like she's cool, but like she just seems like she'd be like in the rude friend group, which I was friends with all the friends that she was friends with in 7th and 8th grade, for the majority of 7th and 8th grade, and then I'm still friends with some of them now. But yeah, I was just like, oh, she seems like she'd be like a mean girl like type energy and stuff. So like I'm just gonna stay away from her. And I was in a group with one of her friends at the time for like the tour. I was just like, oh. And then how I truly feel about her now, I love her. My best friend. Well, one of my best friends. I have a lot, but she's one of my best friends, and she's my little Pookie Bear. And she always used to steal my phone in 9th grade last year and text her little boo thing on my phone during gym class. But I love her, so it's okay. What's a challenge you're currently facing and how are you dealing with it? Okay, so I'd say a challenge that I'm currently like facing right now is like understanding like who I am as a person and like genuinely like what I want to do as a career, and like just like understanding like life in general, and like not everyone has to be this like picture perfect person with like this amazing personality and the best grades. And how I deal with it, I just like live my life how I want to. I don't give a flying fuck anymore what anyone thinks. Like you can think I'm a fucking slut when I've dated less than you. I've dated 2 people technically, and I've talked to like 2 others for like a week. So you can think what you want, like I really don't care. So yeah, that's just like how I deal with it. I just like let them be them. If they want to judge me, then they have something bigger in their life. And same goes for like people. This is my first video. No one's gonna watch this shit. But same goes, if anyone sees this, same goes for you guys. Like if you're genuinely like getting bullied and stuff, you have to realize that like a lot of the time, even though it's not like good that they're bullying you, they have something much more personal going on in their life, and a lot of the time they're taking their personal problems or personal insecurities out on you, and that's not your fault and you can't help it. So you just have to deal with it. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? Okay, I forget the name for it, but I'm in the middle of both, but I'm more on the introvert side. I like sitting in my room, watching YouTube, reading books, going on walks alone. My TV just shut off. I was watching Jake and Johnny before this. But yeah, I just genuinely like love being like by myself, but I also like going to concerts. I went to Big Time Rush, and a bunch of others. I genuinely love like going out and like partying and being out with friends, but at the end of the day, I just want to go back into my room and lay down. What type of music do you listen to? Okay. Like the way they worded it was like throughout your life. So when I was littler, Jojo Siwa all the way, bro. Don't play. I love Jojo Siwa. Used to. Then it turned into more of like pop and a little bit of like country and a little bit of like R&B. And now mainly I listen to like rap, hip hop, R&B, and like those types of music. And then I listen to a little bit of country, like 3 country songs. Don't quiz me on that shit. And then like a very little bit of pop. But yeah, I'd say the like only pop singer that I like genuinely listen to on a daily basis is like Billie Eilish, and I really think that's it. But yeah, mainly it's like hip hop, like NWA, Lil Nas X, like them. Eminem's a big one. Lil Wayne, just like them. So yeah. Oh, favorite concert you've been to? I have a few. If you count the Sternio Triplet like surprise party tour as a concert, by far my favorite. But if it had to be a different one, I'd say either Big Time Rush, which was I think a week or two ago. But yeah, I've been to like Bret Michaels, Wide Varieties, Cheap Trick and Rod Stewart, Cyndi Lauper, Big Time Rush, and a couple others that I can't think of right now. I actually went to 2 Bret Michaels. I think I went to one literally like a few days ago, and then I went to one, I think it was 1 or 2 years ago. But I'd have to say Big Time Rush because they've been my favorite for so long. What podcast do you watch? Okay, so I don't know the names of some of them. Don't come for me. I like the LOL podcast a lot. I like Dropouts, the Dropout podcast. I like the one that Tara Yummy's on. What's it called? What's it fucking called? Is that one Dropouts? I don't know. I like the one with Kayla Malik. I like LOL podcast. I like the one that Tara's on. I rewatch the ones that the Sterniola Triplets were on all the time, and those are like the main ones that I watch. Really, I don't watch like many others unless I like come across them and I'm like, oh yeah. Who are your favorite YouTubers? Okay, I have quite a few. Right now, I'd say Tara Yummy, Jake Weber and Johnny, Sam and Colby, Kevin Lang, like his show thingy. That's like mainly all I watch right now, unless like the occasional, like I'll watch Sophie Dossi every once in a while because I grew up watching her, or like if I'm babysitting I'll watch It Doesn't Matter because that's one of the ones that I don't care about, but I'd rather watch Sam and Colby while I'm babysitting because the kids I babysit are good like that and they love Sam and Colby. They put it on one day while I was babysitting. I was making lunch or dinner for them, I think, and they put on Sam and Colby and I was like, hold up, you're 7 and 11. 11, yes. 7, you watch Sam and Colby? Pause it. I'll finish making food and we can go watch it. Because they were watching the museum with Peggy, I think. And then they were watching the Conjuring series. And the Conjuring series is my favorite. Like, one of my favorites. Anyway, after my little ramble. What has been your favorite trip so far? Probably my cruise to Bahamas, Dominican Republic, Turks and Caicos. Was that it? I think there might have been one other, but that was my favorite trip. I hated the thought of going on a cruise. Like, I really wanted to, but I dreaded it so much. I was like thinking of all the negatives that could happen. And then as soon as I was on the cruise, I was just like, oh, until I was told that we went through a storm that was really bad, and that's why I wasn't allowed out of my room because they knew I would be horrible. But you know, it's okay. Are you a better talker or a better listener? When it comes to like people I don't know, or like, yeah, when it comes to people I don't know, I feel like if you start the conversation, I can help to hold the conversation, but I'd rather listen. And when it comes to friends, I can't talk to friends really, like in a more deeper level. Like if they talk to me, I can listen really, really well. But like if it comes to a more deeper level with my friends, I hate talking to them. No. Anyway, when was the last time you were excited and why? Oh my gosh. Okay, this was a couple of days ago. I was going on Instagram and I see that my little besties posted a video or a story 20 seconds ago, and I pop on and I'm like, what's this? I look, meet and greet. What the hell? So I texted my mom. I started spamming her. I was like, hey, can I pre-order? Like, are we able to go? Are we able to go this weekend? Like, can we please go? Well, technically it's this weekend coming up, but you know. And she's like, she didn't answer. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do it, and then like if I can't, then I'll like cancel the tickets, you know? So I did it, and then she finally texted me and she's like, yeah, we can do it. Like, we can try. We'll just tell like someone that like you won the tickets because they were free, and like you won them, and so we're gonna go. And I was like, so I'm really excited. We're getting a hotel so that we can get there early. Hey, don't play. I need to meet Sam and Colby, bro. I never said the name. I need to meet Sam and Colby. That was the happiest that I've been. And the most excited I've been. Ow, I just hit my neck. Okay. When was your awkward phase? Okay, I feel like now kids don't have an awkward phase. I just have to say that. I feel like kids have no awkward phase now. And I'm like, bro, because my awkward phase started like towards the end of 4th grade and then lasted until the fucking beginning of 7th grade. And bro, tell me why I was so freaking chopped. Like, if I can in editing, I'll like show a photo of my first day of 6th grade on like the top of the screen. I thought I was eating in this outfit. I had like this white like half, like it wasn't even cropped, but I made it cropped and I tucked it into my skirt, and then I had like khaki skirt on and no fucking socks with no shoes because it was for a photo. And then I wore long socks, like knee-high socks and shoes. And my hair was a side part here with my brushed out curls because no one knew how to take care of my hair. And we had to chop it to here because I didn't brush it because it hurt too bad. I was very tender-headed. So it was just a puffball with a side part. It was very bad. Like, that was how I lived because we chopped my hair at the end of 4th grade and I had such bad acne, like it was bad. So yeah, that was my awkward phase. What sports did you play and what instruments did you play? So for sports, I stopped sports when COVID hit and I just never picked back up on them. We're good, I think. I started with t-ball for a town near me. I think was my first one. And then basketball. And then I went to baseball. And then I went to soccer. And I stuck with soccer up until the end of 4th grade, or like towards the like middle of COVID, because my asthma could not handle the freaking mass with the fucking soccer. So yeah, so I ended baseball when I was like 8 or 9. Oh, I was old. I think that was like 2nd or 3rd grade. So yeah. And then instruments, and when I started the instruments, so I did flute in 3rd grade, 4th grade, and then 5th grade. And then in 6th grade, I switched to drums. 7th grade, midway through the year, I switched back to flute. And 8th grade, I played flute. And then this year, I didn't do any instruments. And then on, like, at home, I play piano. I used to do guitar and electric guitar. And I still kind of play the drums. Like, if you hand me a pair of drumsticks, I know how to play and read the sheet music. So yeah. Anyways, that's it for today's video. I need to get to bed because get my ass to bed. Okay, whatever. Anyways, bye guys. Thank you so much for watching. Love y'all. Peace.